Hey guys, it's Hamasa. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, hi. Let me just put some lip balm. Listen, I don't know about you, but I can't live without my lip balm. It's made such a difference in my life, especially when this time of the year. But I thought I'd make this video because what day is it today? It's my 1-year anniversary of me being licensed. Oh man, you know, I don't even know where to start. I wrote the exam not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I know I've heard some people say like, oh, the exam is really easy. Like, sure, yes, it's easy, but when English is not your first language, it's my 3rd language for those of you that don't know. And I know I speak it pretty well, but real estate is a language of its own and you're trying to understand it. And the way, you know, how they word these questions, they word it in a way that's so confusing that if you get to your head, it might not be easy. Anyways, long story short, I may have mentioned it to some people, but I thought I'd make a video about it because I just want to be honest about my process. When I failed it the first time, I was like, okay, maybe I didn't study enough. And then when I failed it the second time, I was like, okay, what the heck? And the second time, and the thing is that if you failed it 2 times, then you actually have to register for the course again. So guess what? I had to pay another $1,500 to register for this course. But I was determined. I was like, when I saw that I failed the second time, immediately after I saw the result, I called my boyfriend at the time, now fiance, and I called him and I cried. I'm like, I failed again. And to be honest, I felt stupid. I'm like, am I dumb? Like, what the heck? I've been able to do some challenging things in my life, but how am I not able to do this? So he gave me a pep talk. He listened to me cry. And after that, after 15 minutes after I saw my result, I was like, no, I'm not giving up. I'm registering for this damn course again. And 15 minutes after I saw the result, I registered for the course again. Long story short, wrote the exam for the 3rd time and I failed. I was like, what's going on with me? Why am I not getting it right? So I spoke with a few mortgage brokers and one of them was really helpful. He gave me the advice of like focusing. He said, see what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are and focus on your weaknesses. So that's what I did. I kept, practicing the math questions, and that's what I did. And eventually on my 4th try, I finally passed the exam. The reason why I'm sharing it is because I don't want it to come across as like, oh yeah, like you just register for the course and that's it, you pass on the first go. Like for some people, if they passed, great. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case for me. And like I said, English for already not being the first language for me and me also learning a whole new language about real estate, it was just like, it was challenging, it was very challenging. But today marks 1 year since I officially got licensed and I hung my license with my brokerage. And I'm super excited, and not gonna lie, the first few months were challenging. I was like, what the heck am I doing? This is so hard. Is this the right thing for me? Why did I change my career? Why did I change the industries? But you know what? I actually like to challenge myself, and at the beginning it was hard. There are still some challenging days and I'm like, why am I doing this, whatever. But you know what, when you put yourself into action and you actually start doing things, then things get better. I started door knocking with a realtor, and I'm gonna be door knocking with multiple realtors. I started helping with open houses. I'm calling people that I may or may not have spoken to on the phone, and some great friendships have come out of it. I actually went for a coffee yesterday with someone that I met through door knocking. I literally knocked on her door like about 2 weeks ago, or maybe less than that, and stayed in touch, got her details, called her a couple days after that, and we talked on the phone for like 20 minutes. And then a week or so later, we booked an in-person meeting and we had the meeting. I'll see if I can insert the clip here. But you know what this experience has taught me is especially this business is between your ears. It's all in your head. If you think you're gonna do well, you're gonna do well. If you think you're gonna do poorly, that can also be reflected. But not to say that all of it is in your control, because you know, the market, sometimes you can't predict the market, you can't predict what you see on the news when politicians talk about tariffs, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? At the end of the day, something that I remind myself is everyone needs a place to live. There will be life changes. Someone's gonna get married, someone's gonna get divorced, they're gonna have a baby, they need to move up, they need to move down. People will always need a place to live. So what's important, and this is what I'm focusing on, is focus on what I can control. And if I can't control on other things, I'm just not gonna worry about it. And to be honest, ever since I've adopted this mentality, I've been feeling way less stressed, way more excited about this business. The fact that I've survived 1 year. I met someone at a mortgage summit a couple days ago. He used to be a mortgage broker, and he gave me a lot of advice. He told me, he said, you know, in the first year, 80 or 90% of mortgage brokers actually quit after their first year. After the second year, 50% of those people quit. So if you make it to your third year, then you're guaranteed success. So 1 year down, guys, 2 more to go. But yeah, this has been my journey so far. I know I haven't been as active on YouTube, but if you have Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on there, especially on Instagram stories. I like to take my friends through my journey on my day-to-day, you know, when I go door knocking or just sharing my opinion about day-to-day things. I share my travel stuff when I do travel, or food stuff, or, you know, just things about me, because my intention is for you to get to know me. If you're working with me, I want you to know your mortgage broker. Who am I? What do I like? You know, like, obviously you won't know everything, but I just want you to feel comfortable. So if you aren't yet following me on Instagram, follow me, and I'll leave my handle in the description below. And yeah, if there's any type of videos you'd like to see, please let me know. But until then, I would really appreciate your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see from me. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, so I'm here with Preet. Should we tell them how we met?
Yeah, okay.
We met like 2 weeks ago when I knocked on her door knocking.
Her door knocking skills are very good, by the way. I vouch for it.
Thank you. Let me know if you want me to knock on your door. I knocked on her door, followed up a couple days after. We chatted on the phone for like 20 minutes or so. And then I think Preet suggested like, oh, let's talk about it more and do a coffee meeting. I'm like, say less, girl. And now here we are at Theory, enjoying a delicious dessert called Marquise. If you haven't heard of it, do yourself a favor and try it. It's delicious. So yeah, the power of door knocking and putting yourself outside your comfort zone can help lead to friendships.
And lots of desserts.
Lots of desserts, great conversations. So yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming out here.